This video is on how to use the Yardstick. The Yardstick is going to pop up as soon as you upload and save your photo for your project. And what that is just basically a way to tell our software how big something is in real life. The Yardstick is mostly important for permanent lighting. That way our software knows how far apart to put your pucks, how big the pucks should look. In terms of landscape lighting, everything is really individually placed and individually sized. But for permanent lighting, having everything evenly spaced out and looking the way it should is really important. If you're doing just a landscape lighting design, you can put in, a general idea of how long you think or how wide something is in real life. So maybe, you can use the front door or something else that's usually 3 feet wide, or a window 3 to 4 feet. But if you are using this for permanent lighting, then we really recommend trying to get as accurate as you can for that yardstick. So if you are somewhere else, you're not going to be able to come out to this home, you can always go on Google Earth and measure the width of the house from left to right, or maybe a piece of gutter line. It could be something standard like the width of a 2-car garage. Anything like that is really helpful. Front doors, I usually don't recommend if you need ultra accurate measurements, because they're often very recessed from the area that you're actually installing. Like in this home, for example, the porch is quite deep before you get to the front door. So all your installation is a little bit closer to the front end of that porch, not where the door is. And if you use that door, it's going to be an overestimation. Again, you can always measure online with Google Earth or something like that. Just one known measurement is all you're going to need. In our particular case, we are just going to be using this for landscape lighting. So we can just use a rough guesstimation. So we'll put in something kind of like the front door, hit accept, and then make it smaller. Again, the necessity to have this be a little bit more accurate only really comes into play if you're using this for permanent lighting and you're using our measurement tool to do it with it, to help you estimate. So we're going to pull that off to the side and just hit the apply button. So we typed in 3, right, for the width of the door. You can shorten or lengthen. If you need to do something that's height-wise, you can always turn it and go up and down. To turn, you just use that top little square here. And when you're done, you're going to pull it off to the side. You still want to be able to see it, but you don't want it to be over your drawing area. That's very important. You won't be able to draw over it once it's placed. So move it to the side and hit the apply button. After that, we're ready to get started with our next steps.